So now let's try to understand what is measurement. Now measurement, it means quantification. Means you are going to quantify, you are going to measure. Even the estimates, if you have done some kinds of estimates for your business, that also comes under your quantification aspect. And if it is quantifiable, if it is measurable for the business transactions in terms of money, it is in monetary terms like your rupees or paisa, if it is measurable in terms of money, then it is means this step is known as measurement. Means you are finding out, after you have identified all the transactions that is involved for your business, you have to next see that whether it is measurable in terms of money or not, whether it is countable in terms of financial characters or not. You have to see that. If an event cannot be quantified in terms of money, it cannot be considered for a recording in the books of accounts or in the financial accounts. You won't be able to record if it is not quantifiable in terms of money. If it is not measurable in terms of money, then we cannot record it. So this is all about your measurement. Now let's see what is the next step, that is recording. We have done our identification, we have measured. Once the economic events are identified, measured, you have to see, means these things you have to record now. Record in where? Record it at your books of accounts in monetary terms, and that too in chronological order. Chronological order means in a sequence. Chronological order means what? In a sequence you have to means write everything. Suppose an event was held on 1st of May. So you will record 1st of May all the transactions held on this day, and next you have to go for 5th May. If the transaction up to 2nd and 4th there was no transaction, and 5th May there was a transaction, then you have to write about the 5th May transaction. It's not that first you will write about December, then you will write about May. No, it's not like that. You have to go in a sequence. You have to write always in a sequence, in a chronological order. Recording is done in a manner that the necessary financial information that is summarized, it should be in a well practiced manner. You should do it in a proper manner, which should be available as and when required. You can use that information. Next is about your, after recording you have to communicate. The economic events are identified, measured, recorded. Now in that the pertinent information, whatever the information is generated out of all these processes, then you have to finally communicate. Now you have to communicate in a certain form to management, that management and also other the internal and external users, all the requirements, all the users, those who need this information, you have to provide this information. Now the accounting information system should be designed from time to time and in a proper aspect, and that should be done by an accountant. All the information should be first of all provided in a systematic manner. All those things, all the information should be provided. To whom we have to provide? The right information should be provided to the right person, and that too to the right, at the right time. So reports can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be monthly, it can be quarterly, depending on the user's need. And an important element in the communication process is that accountants should be able, they should be having the ability or the efficiency in order to present the relevant information as and when required, and also to detail out the information from all the processes involved in the accounting. Next is organization. What is organization? Organization refers to your business enterprise. It could be a profit organization, it can be a non-profit organization. It can be of any motive, right? But depending upon the size of activities or the level of business or operation, it can be sole proprietary concern, single person handling a business, sole proprietary person. It can be a partnership firm, 2 or more person involving in a partnership firm. We'll go through all these things in detail in later chapters. Cooperative society, it can be a cooperative society, it can be a company, it can be a local authority, it can be a municipal corporation, or any other association of persons. Next is, we have told in the information at last that these information are required by the interested users of information. Now accounting is a means by which necessary financial information about business enterprise, it needs to be communicated, and this is also known as language of business, because from this only we come to know about the information, and this will be provided to both internal users and external users. There are the examples: chief executive, financial officer, vice president, business unit managers, etc. are the internal users, and external users are like the present and the potential investors, shareholders, creditors, Creditors include the banks or the other financial institutions, debenture holders, other lenders also, tax authorities, regulatory agencies like Department of Company Affairs, Registrar of Companies, Securities, etc. Okay, many more users are there. So all this information, after finding out, we have to provide them through the way of reports, which should be provided by the account.